Jessica from jessicacampbellnutrition.com. I just wanted to make a really quick video and talk to you about something that I get a lot of questions on, and everybody seems to be wondering, like, do I need to take supplements? What kind of supplements are important for me to take? Is it just a myth that I need to take them, or do they just completely do they wash out of my body? So that's what I'm going to be trying to explain today. I'm going to talk about the top 5 supplements. This video is specifically for people who don't really know a lot about nutrition, or kind of are beginners in the whole thing, or it can be for people who eat healthy maybe 80-90% of the time and just eat junk food the rest of the time and slip up like everybody else. So those type of people, even if you still eat really healthy, you can definitely still benefit from a supplement, and that's because our soil is so depleted of nutrients and minerals, and also because of the toxins and things that we're exposed to on a daily basis. So the top 5 supplements that you should take, here we go. So first of all, a supplement that I think everyone should be taking is a mineral supplement, and this is kind of a lot of people don't take minerals, or if they do, they'll take a specific mineral, like they'll take calcium or they'll take magnesium or something by itself. And I do think that that's important sometimes if you know that you're deficient in that particular mineral. But for the average person who doesn't really know what minerals they're deficient in, if they haven't had a blood test or a saliva test to figure that out, you can take a full spectrum mineral supplement, and that's probably the easiest way to do it, and also the most efficient way to do it, because you can add it to your water, because most of them are liquids. You can take capsules or something like that, but the easiest way to do it is to add it to your water. And that is because when you drink water that does not have minerals in it, and most people do, your body has to have minerals to absorb water. So when you're drinking water that doesn't have minerals in it, any minerals that are left in your body goes to absorbing that water. So it kind of depletes your body more of minerals when you're just drinking a lot of water. So add some liquid minerals to your water when you're drinking it throughout the day, just a few drops here and there of a good quality mineral supplement, and you can take care of that. A lot of people don't realize that a lot of diseases or a lot of ill health issues begin with mineral deficiencies, so that's definitely something you want to look for, is a mineral supplement next time you're trying to stock up on a supplement. The second thing that I have that everyone should be taking, or I believe everyone should be taking, is a probiotic supplement, and that's one that's more common. You might be taking it, you've probably definitely heard of it, but a probiotic should be taken by pretty much anyone, even children, and especially if you've ever taken an antibiotic in your life, or if you have high stress in your life, you should definitely be taking a probiotic supplement. What happens is when you take, for example, an antibiotic, most people know that it kills off your bad bacteria in your gut, but it also kills off the good bacteria in your gut and in your body. So you want to replenish that good bacteria, because it's definitely important to have bacteria in your gut, but you want to have a balance of bad and good. So you want to replenish that good bacteria to give your body a more balanced and holistic wellness to it. So a probiotic supplement is a really good thing to add into your daily regimen, and I would take it at night before bed, so you can have it in your system without food and without having to process food and stuff like that. You can get probiotics. If you'd rather take it in food form, you can definitely do that. You can eat fermented foods such as kimchi or dairy-free yogurt, or you can even do like a sauerkraut or drink kombucha or something like that. But you can get it in food form, but I would definitely, if you'd rather do a supplement form, you can look for at least a 30 billion culture probiotic, and that would probably get you started, and most adults can do at least that much. And a lot of people don't realize too that a probiotic not only affects your gut health, digestion, all of that, but it can also affect your other body parts, especially your brain. So mental issues can even become a problem when the bad bacteria in your gut is off, because your gut really does affect your whole body. So the third thing that I believe everyone should be taking is a digestive enzyme. And enzymes, now this one is a little bit trickier, because if you are eating a really clean diet, lots of raw veggies, lots of raw fruit, you might not need a digestive enzyme like someone who is eating fast food for every meal. So with digestive enzymes, you can kind of take them as needed. It's not something that you take for every meal, even if you don't need it. It's just to help you digest your food and help you absorb your nutrients and help you not have issues when you're eating things like dairy or gluten or things that shouldn't really be in your diet. Most people don't really have issues absorbing their nutrients unless you have digestive issues already, or a clogged colon or something like that. So you can kind of use digestive enzymes at your discretion when you need them. Just make sure that you get a good quality, full spectrum digestive enzyme. The fourth thing that I recommend that people take is an omega-3 supplement. And this is mostly because the average American gets so many omega-6s and omega-9s from our diet. You can get omega-3s from your diet, and they're usually with things that have omega-6s and omega-9s like nuts and seeds. But the omega-3 ratio to 6s is quite low, so definitely take an omega-3 supplement if you consume a lot of omega-6s. Just check foods that have a lot of omega-6s and make sure you have that balance, because hormonal issues and other things like that can cause from eating too many omega-6s without the omega-3 ratio balance. And the last thing that I wanted to talk about is number 5 on our list today, and that's a vitamin D3 supplement. And a lot of people don't realize that vitamin D3 has such a huge role in our health. So it can, if you're deficient in vitamin D3, it can cause insomnia, it can cause immune disorders, it can even be related to cancer and other diseases like that. So you want to make sure that your vitamin D levels are good and pretty high. I guess the RDA, the recommended requirement of vitamin D3 is very low. It's 400 IUs daily. Most people need at least 1,000. Most people in America need way more than that because we're so deficient in vitamin D. Now, you can take a vitamin D supplement, and that's what most people find easiest to do, especially if you work a full-time job. But don't forget that you can also get vitamin D3 from moderate sun exposure and just letting your skin hit the sun for 20 to 30 minutes a day. Now, whether or not you use sunscreen, that's up to you. I personally do not if I'm just trying to soak in my vitamin D3, because it's kind of, it creates too much of a barrier there. And there's also a question about whether or not sunscreen is related to skin cancer and not the sun relating to skin cancer. So just watch the sunscreen that you use if you do, and if you're trying to soak up the vitamin D from the sun, you wouldn't want to necessarily use sunscreen for that, especially if you're going to be out a short amount of time when the sun is not at its peak. And the last thing that I want to kind of briefly mention, it's kind of a number 6 bonus that I think that everyone should be taking, is a CBD supplement, a cannabis oil supplement. Now, this is something that you may or may not heard of already. It's kind of new, it's kind of newly legal, but there's no THC in cannabis oil. But if you read about the benefits of it, our body actually has receptors for marijuana-like receptors for cannabis and CBD in our body already, and those things are in certain foods and breast milk and things like that, but they're very high in hemp. So cannabis is a way to get that and to feed those receptors, and your body responds really well, especially in cases of anxiety or mood disorders or sleeplessness or just imbalances altogether. Your body kind of needs that balance. So it's really important to have a kind of well-rounded, holistic view on your body. Nutrition and wellness doesn't come only from vitamins. It doesn't come only from diet. It doesn't come only from thinking those things. It kind of works together as a whole. So you really have to take everything as holistic healing and nourish your body, mind, and soul. And so thanks. If you like this video, please subscribe and share it. My website is jessicacampbellnutrition.com. I'll put the link below, and if you have any questions, please feel free to comment or email me, and I'll try to answer them as best I can. Thanks guys, bye.